want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. All right, so I'm going to try to make this as short, sweet, and simple as possible because I covered the whole thing with like Will and Jada, and people wanted to feel certain types of ways and all these other types of stuff, right? So here we go with Adam Levine. This is something that he stated on IG. A lot is being said about me right now, and I want to clear the air. I use poor judgment in speaking with anyone other than my wife in any kind of flirtatious manner. I did not have an affair. Nevertheless, I crossed the line during a regrettable period in my life. In certain instances, it became inappropriate. I have addressed that and taken proactive steps to remedy this with my family. My wife and my family is all I care about in this world. To be this naive and stupid enough to risk the only thing that truly matters to me was the greatest mistake I could ever make. I will never make it again. I take full responsibility. We will get through it, and we will get through it together. This is what his wife had to state, right? So, in a report, Behati, Prinsloo, and Adam Levine were trying to move past the situation and move further together as a couple and parents. Adding to it, it was revealed how Prinsloo was upset about how everything was handled along with the public aspect of it, and added how their goal was to be the best parents and work through things. This is what I'm stating, and this is how I'm looking at this, right? She said that she is mad, she is upset about how everything was handled along with the public aspect, right? Which means that if she would have, well, I'm sorry, if he would have, in a sense, came to her, explain the situation, whatnot, or whatever, everything would have been fine and dandy. Like I said, the dynamics of the relationship is vastly different. She knows Adam Levine better than any other woman out here, even better than the women that, quote unquote, he's cheating on her with, right? As you can clearly see, she is basically saying that she does not care. It's just the fact that she's embarrassed that it's out here. If this was behind closed doors, whatnot, or whatever, they would have just had a conversation and that would have been it. But due to the fact that it's in the public, people are talking about it, and everybody's, in a sense, giving their opinion about their marriage, their relationship, right? That's the embarrassing factor. And this is why, I try to tell people, it's like, yo, when it comes to, other people's relationships, if you are not specifically there and a part of that relationship, mind your business. Don't add yourself in there because you've had such and such experience, or you know somebody that had this experience, or you know somebody that knows somebody else that had this experience. Like I see before, like, yo, you got women out here putting all of their opinions directly on this relationship because they've been wronged in some certain type of way, so they're automatically siding with her and all this other type of stuff. This is the type of relationship that they have. She knows her guy. She already knew what it was when they were first courting, because in one of the articles I read, she said she fell in love with him over an email or something like that. So this is, in a sense, how he talks. This is, in a sense, what he does. And from what I'm observing by the words, she understands this, she knows this, and she is fine with it. It's just the fact that it came out in public the way that it did. And now they have to be under this microscope, and people are taking their sides, right? And trying to say this and trying to say that, right? You got a variety of people who are writing these publications and who are doing videos trying to speak in all these different types of way about the relationship, which the only people's opinions that should actually matter about the relationship is the people that are actually in the relationship, the people that are a part of the relationship. And the other aspect that I want to touch on is this: you got a lot of women now who, in a sense, can't make anything for themselves. So they'll mess with and deal with men who have a position, that have power, that have money, and they'll try to leverage that in some certain type of way. And that is what you're seeing with Adam Levine. You're seeing one woman that came out and she wanted to do this, and that, because she knew that if she decided to come out and say something like, yo, I'm going to be, doing these press junkets, people going to be paying me, I might be able to get a book deal or all this other type of stuff, right? So then once she got brave enough to come out, now all of these other women want to sit up there and show their face because they realize that, yo, I don't really got nothing now, but I can get a little bit of fame. I can get a little bit of 15 minutes. I can get a little more acknowledgement, not just off of the story, but by other guys as well. If I just so happen to say that I was linked up with, Adam and all this other type of stuff. And that's how it's working right now. No, and I want to sit up there and put it like this. He took full-fledged responsibility for what it is that he did. He made a statement directly out there. Anybody can take it how they want to take it. He came out there, he didn't blame nobody. He didn't blame, nowhere in that statement is he blaming any women that were involved, right? He's taking full-fledged responsibility, keeping the focus directly on him. Now, because he did that, I don't have to. Now, this is the aspect that I'm going to sit up there and take on this. It's amazing to me that out of all of the opinions that I see out here, I don't really see the headlines talking about these women willingly going out here and knowingly seeking or trying to have a relationship or continue a relationship or whatever it is with a guy that is married. So in my mind, that's sitting up there telling me what? Women do not care about other women's relationships because they see what they can get out of it for themselves, which is the monetary gain. And the later thing to it is the fact that while they get the monetary gain, they're also destroying that marriage and that relationship, basically having a hand in that, right? In further causing, any type of eroding or degradation, in the stability of that foundation. So those women who do this are basically saying, well, yeah, I know that he's married. I know he's in a relationship. I know he got kids, but I don't care. I don't care about her. I'm just in it to get what it is that I can sit up there and get. And I find it highly interesting that women aren't calling this out. That whenever these allegations take place, like I said, men are wrong. If men are wrong in that situation, Adam Levine basically stated that he was wrong. So he was wrong in that instance. Why is it that you only have the men taking responsibility for their shared part in something that took two people to do? And I'm like, nobody finds that as an issue. Nobody finds that as a problem. Like I said before, what did he used to say? There's no honor amongst thieves or whatever it was. So in this instance, there's no honor amongst other women. And that's clear cut what I'm saying. And the only one that's in a sense going to be at fault and that's going to be responsible is who? Is going to be the guy. Even if he takes full-fledged responsibility, he's still going to be 100% directly at fault of something that it took two parties in order to, accomplish. And, like I said before, this is the world that we live in. There's only accountability and responsibility when it comes to, one side of a two-sided situation. But hey, it is what it is.